Which faction will win the inaugural Sparklet Wars in the Battle of Tokyo? Control the city by earning points through strategic building, decorating, and map asset placement. Coming out ahead will require teamwork, creativity, and strategic planning, not only by you, but everyone on your team. It's time to start strategizing because registration starts on January 15th. In this video, I'm breaking down the 6 things you need to know in order to be successful in Sparklet Wars.
I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide. I'm here to unlock the secrets of the Upland Metaverse. On this channel, you can find everything you need to build your Upland empire. Expert tutorials, winning strategies, pro tips and tricks, and a lot more. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the game. Remember, knowledge is power, and in the Upland Metaverse, that knowledge is truly your most valuable asset.
Sparklet Wars will take place during the off-seasons in Upland, and they will be rotating between different cities within the Metaverse. This game can't be played alone, so it's super important that you connect with other players, especially those in your faction. The first and most important thing that you're going to need to do is to select your team. It's not just important for this first round, but it's quite possible that there are long-term strategies in which you will want to remain in the same faction for future rounds of Sparklet Wars. There are 3 factions to choose from: the Crypto Knights, the Purge Pirates, and the Cypher Cyborgs. Secure the wealth, defend the future with the Crypto Knights. They are guardians of stability and wealth. They fight to secure Sparklet as the foundation of a prosperous future. Clad in armor, they use strategy and resilience to dominate. Purge Pirates, take what's yours, leave none for the rest. Fearless and bold, the Purge Pirates view Sparklet as a treasure to be claimed through chaos and daring tactics. They thrive on disruption, dismantling rival plans, and seizing victory. Cypher Cyborgs, evolve, adapt, dominate. Master of technology and precision, the Cypher Cyborgs see Sparklet as a key to evolution and control. They leverage innovation and strategy to dominate the battlefield. You can arbitrarily choose the team that you want to join, but here you can understand that the 3 different factions have very different outlooks on how Sparklet Wars are to be played. Don't just follow along with your friends. Determine how you like to play this game and join that faction. There you might make new friends, and it's more fun to play games with players who align with your strategy. Number 2, what are we fighting for? There's a massive 200,000 Sparklet airdrop, which will be split between all the players in the winning faction. The higher your rank within that winning faction, the more of that prize pool you will get. For the winning faction, the top 3 players on the team will win badges, and the top 25 players of each faction will win a block explorer. There are 3 different leaderboards: the real-time faction leaderboard, the official score, and the individual battle score. All of these links are in the description below, and they show up in the leaderboard within the game. Number 3, how do you join Sparklet Wars? You're going to need to purchase and burn one of these faction passes. But before that, you're going to want to think if you want to participate. In order to participate, you're going to need to have a property in Tokyo. Only in Tokyo is this Sparklet Wars being played, and it's going to change from season to season. Don't forget that this is just the first open beta of Sparklet Wars, so the number of faction passes available are quite limited, but we can expect Upland to expand that as there are more rounds of Sparklet Wars in the future. In addition to the properties, you're going to need to purchase these NFTs that are specifically used for Sparklet Wars. These include either structure ornaments, cannons, chests, and Sparklet Wars carts. All of these items are being sold by Upland in the UPX store for US$, but you will obviously be able to purchase them on the secondary market as well, as other people choose to sell them in their stores. It's not enough just to purchase the faction pass. It's going to be randomized of one of the 3 different teams, and if you didn't draw the faction that you want, there's opportunities for you to either trade with other people or to sell it in a variety shop meta-venture. The act of burning the pass will enter you into the Sparklet Wars, and the very first one that you burn is the team that you're going to be on. There's absolutely no need to be burning additional ones after that. It's just the entry fee into the game. Beyond that, these faction passes don't have any utility afterwards. They don't count towards your collection score. And for the next Sparklet Wars, there's going to be new passes for that. Once you burn your faction pass, you will have an avatar overlay, which shows everyone which team you are on. And also within the in-game chat, there will be a specific chat opened up for all of the players that are part of the same faction. There you can collaborate, meet each other, strategize, and work to win Sparklet Wars. Number 4, how do you play Sparklet Wars? In order to score points, you're going to need to place structure ornaments on top of your existing structures, which will provide you with points, and defend that from other people trying to attack you. There are also superstructures that can only be built during Sparklet Wars that provide you with the most amount of points, which is much more than that of putting a structure ornament on top of your building. When placing your cannons or carts, which are used for attacking, and your chests, which are used for defending, you are able to see with this new feature an easy color-coded circle that shows you where your attack or defense radius is. Number 5. How does the scoring of Sparklet Wars work? For every structure that you have where you have one of these structure ornaments which are specific to your team's faction placed on it, you can see here based on the type of the structure how many points you will get. This round of Sparklet Wars lasts for 1 week, and the scoring system is progressive, where each day a percentage of each faction's total daily score contributes to the overall score at the end of the day. You can see here that as the war progresses, each day the stakes get higher, and the need for teamwork and collaboration reaches its peak at the last day, where 100% of the total daily faction score is added to the overall score. So be prepared to move these structure ornaments around, as well as these cannons and chests, to find the best spot in the city to defend your structures. Players can also collaborate to build superstructures, which take 40,000 spark hours to build, which is the equivalent of 40 million sparklet hours. It's going to take almost 3.5 days to build if you max out the total amount of sparklet that can be placed on that structure, which is half the time of this Sparklet Wars season. So collaborating, strategically placing it, and defending it is going to be key to the Sparklet Wars. This superstructure can only be built in the city where the Sparklet Wars is being taken place, and only during Sparklet Wars. If you don't complete the structure, it will be demolished, but if you get it completed, it will last forever. Players using weapons will be able to decrease the amount of points that your structure or structure ornaments will provide, so it's important to defend them. And that brings us to the 6th thing that you have to know about Sparklet Wars, is how to attack and defend your structures. These weapons are map assets that are placed on properties and have a radius in which they are useful. Let's start first with these carts. They are the ultimate weapon that have a range of 30-meter radius, where any structure within that radius will be reduced to 0 points. It's completely unaffected by any cannons or chests. Next are cannons. They're used to attack other structures. One cannon can attack one structure within its 25-meter radius. It will decrease that structure's points by 25%. If there are multiple cannons attacking that same structure, then their effect will be stacked incrementally. So if I have 2 cannons, the second cannon will decrease the points by 25% of 25%, which is about 6%, taking the total destruction to about 31%. If there are 2 structures within the radius of that cannon, then the earliest placed structure will be prioritized as the one that will be attacked. In future Sparklet Wars, we can expect there to be different types of cannons or other attacking weapons, and they could have different multipliers attached to them with the amount of power that they will be able to provide damage to the structures. To defend these cannons, you can place chests. They only have a 22-meter radius. The most impactful cannon with the highest multiplier is going to be neutralized first. That's an important note for future wars, but in this war, all the cannons have the same attack multiplier. A chest can defend any structure within its radius. So if you have 2 cannons shooting at one structure, then the chest will defend only one of those cannons. But if there are 2 cannons shooting at 2 different structures, and the chest is within the range of both of those structures, then it will defend against both of those cannons. As we get closer to Sparklet Wars, of course, along with everything in Upland, you can expect to find a lot more content about Sparklet Wars here on the Upland Guide. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on participating in the inaugural Sparklet Wars and which faction you're hoping to join.